What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. Flip here, EUC Chronicles. Hope everybody's doing well. I want to start the video off by thanking everybody who chimed in or still chiming in. Actually, I'm still getting comments from my last episode about safety gear. I've been flooded with a bunch of research that I have to do now. Thank you guys for all the suggestions. Seriously, like I said, I'm just combing through all these different styles and types of elbow pads and knee pads and helmets and you name it, you know. I want to also give a super huge shout out to the Sly Giraffe EV. I don't know if you guys watched my video all the way to the end, but I was basically asking people, hey, if you guys have any ideas, topics, subjects that you would like for me to cover, please leave a comment below so I can start, you know, expanding the channel a little bit and we can start having an open dialogue. So I'm taking suggestions from all my subscribers and viewers. If you have a subject, issue, topic, something you want me to cover, either whether it's EUC related or non-EUC related, or just a general life question or questions about sobriety, whatever you guys want to or feel that you would like me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment below and we'll get that started. Shout out to the Sly Giraffe EV. You're awesome. He was the first person to fire back. And basically what he had to say was, hey, I started riding EUCs earlier this year. I'm astounded that it just hasn't caught on more. Why do you think that is? Why do we not see more riders? And how long before this becomes mainstream? Sly Giraffe, that is a great question. I'm not sure if you saw my Vice You Need to See This episode. I kind of touched on it a little bit, but it was more so the mainstream aspect of it. But let me back up a little bit and start with your first question. You're astounded that it hasn't caught on more, and why do I think that is? Well, to be honest, I think it has caught on. I mean, look at our community. Our community is, for being 5 years old, if I'm not mistaken, the EUC community is pretty big. You know, there's a lot of riders out there. I think the main problem of why you don't see more riders is one, everywhere I have gone on my EUC, and I've ridden dirt bikes, I've ridden bicycles, skateboards, inline skating, all these things, and I rode them in public places. I've never gotten the response from the public riding those other modes of transportation like I do riding my EUC. I never get the oohs and the ahs and, hey, what is that? And that's so cool and all that stuff. But the main thing, I mean, if I had a dime for every time I heard this, I'd probably be a millionaire already, was I will not be able to ride that thing. Exact words. Everyone says that, man, women. The only ones that don't say that are the younger kids, but I kind of don't, hang around the young kids like that. They just say, oh, cool. But the adults that I've had a conversation with, the first thing out of their mouth is, oh, I'd never be able to ride that thing. And I've never heard that before riding anything else. And obviously I tell them, no, that's not the case. And if you know how to ride a bicycle, you'll be able to ride this. And believe it or not, these are just as safe as riding a bicycle. They do not want to hear it. They just look and shake their head. No, not me. So I think as far as a mainstream appeal, that is probably the biggest handicap of EUCs, is that they look so foreign to people that people just think that we're mastering some sort of new science that they just can't grasp their head around. So, and the funny thing is, a lot of these people, when the hoverboards came out a few years back, these are adults that, those hoverboards, in my opinion, are way more dangerous than electric unicycles. I've seen so many people falling on hoverboards. I know you see the Mike Tyson meme and all these people just literally busting their heads on the pavement, and you hear the kids in the background laughing because they don't understand how severe or how serious those falls can be for certain people. So I think the fear of being able to even ride or tame a beast such as an electric unicycle is one of its biggest handicaps, period, because you're getting people saying this without even ever trying it. They're seeing it for the first time ever in life, and their first reaction is, I would never be able to ride that thing. And that amazes me in itself, because it's just like, wow, you haven't even tried it. Or I even offer people, like, would you like to try it? And most of them like, nah, I'm good on that. That is the main reason why you don't see more new riders on electric unicycles. Unicycles themselves kind of scare people away, because some people just aren't familiar with the technology, and some of them may not understand that they have gyros that keep you up. Before you even get to explain, this is just their first initial impression when they look at it is, I'm never going to ride that thing. That thing is crazy. That's too foreign to me. So I hope that answers your first question of why you don't see that many new riders. For your second question about it becoming more mainstream, I blame that, one, on me answering the first question is just that we don't have enough adults that are willing to try new things, and they're completely not, and I don't want to use the word turned off, but they are just not willing to, hey, I want to, try out something new. This thing looks cool. The second half to that is EUCs are fairly expensive. If you go to Walmart with $100, you can come out with a mountain bike. It may not be the lightest mountain bike or the best mountain bike for off-road riding, but you walk in with $100, you can walk out with a bicycle. You walk into damn near any sporting goods place with $100, $200, you can walk out with something. You can walk out with a canoe. There is not a unicycle on the planet that you can, well, one, there's no place we can walk into to buy an electric unicycle. I think if Dick's Sporting Goods and all these places actually carried electric unicycles, even at their price point, we would have a little bit more interest in electric unicycles. But let's just keep it 100 right now. Electric unicycles are expensive. Therefore, they are not marketed to the younger generation. And that's a big handicap as well, because you're going to see an overabundance of unicycles at the skate park. You're not going to see an overabundance of electric unicycles at the playground. And that is shooting its promotion in the foot. There's no advertising going on. You have all these foreign companies that aren't really overseeing promotion like that. You look at the one wheels. I've already seen one wheels in a movie, if not two, but I know one for sure. I think it has Christopher Walken in it. And there's a one wheel scene in the movie, and I've seen it. And I think that's also a big problem, is that because we don't have any real American companies developing EUCs on a large scale, you're not going to see the EUCs in movies or in commercials. And that's what I was talking about with the Vice Needs to See This episode, is that's the other thing that's really shooting us in the foot is, and we just need some serious representation in the commercial, in the movie industry, just more worldwide people's having eyes on electric unicycles. Even at the next X Games, even if we're not participating in the next X Games, they should have somebody riding a unicycle that's holding a scorecard or holding an advertisement for something, just so we can get more eyes on unicycles. My main thing is there is no real PR for electric unicycles in the States, and I think we really desperately need that. Also, we need cheaper unicycles so the younger kids can get in on it. No parent is really willing to drop 13, 14, 15 and upwards hundreds of dollars on an electric unicycle for their kid, especially when a lot of parents know that kids ride something once or twice and then they just leave it in the front lawn. So we have two major problems facing electric unicycles becoming mainstream. Is one, the price point, and two, the availability for people to really see what they are and what they can do. And once we pass that hump and get over that hump, I think you will definitely see a lot more people in the coming future riding electric unicycles, because honestly, they're no brainer. If you see my videos, when I ride past people love these unicycles. They wave, they smile. You literally see a smile. It lights up people's faces when I ride past them. They're just like, and some don't even want to stop and ask what they is. It's just the fact of seeing something so new to them is like, wow, this is so cool. So I hope that answered your question to the best of my ability. I'm just freestyling off the top of my head, and obviously all of the views and opinions expressed are expressed by me, and they don't represent the feelings of the community. I just started riding a year ago, and this is just how I feel about it, looking at it from, my point of view. Do I think it will blow up? Yes. I don't know exactly when or how, but like I mentioned before, we need an X game placement, we need a commercial placement, and we need a movie placement. And good scenes that actually show and represent what riding an electric unicycle really is. Sly Giraffe, I hope that answered your question. Thank you so much for your questions. And like I said, to anybody else who have any other suggestions, ideas, questions, whatever it is, I don't care. Feel free. And if you don't want to leave it in the comment on YouTube, you can hit me up personally on my Facebook or on my Instagram. Bernard Weeks on my Facebook, MixGod on Instagram. Both of the links are on my About Me page on my YouTube, so it's very easy to find me. So you can message me or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I'll be happy to cover it. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. It's just a quickie, but I'm trying to get more episodes out now that it's summer. And you know, like I said, man, please feel free to drop some more information on me or drop some more questions on me or whatever the case may be. Hope you guys are having a great time, enjoying yourself, staying safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.